this video, I'll show you how to play Pearl Jam's version of Last Kiss. It's the perfect song for beginners with some open chords and a smooth strum pattern. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin and this is Maggie May, and she's happy with one treat today. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started on this great song lesson. So at one of our recent live members only lessons, this song came up, so decided to make a full song lesson for our members. You can check out that membership option in this description below. And this one is just a great song for beginners. Originally done in the 60s, I had to kind of take some notes, so this is not from memory. Had to look it up. Originally written by Wayne Cothran, made famous by J. Frank Wilson and the Cavaliers in 1963. Covered by Pearl Jam in 1999, and that's the version we're going to be working on today. 4 easy chords for this one. We've got a G, an E minor, a C, and a D. And for your free song lesson bundle that also uses these 4 chords, be sure and check out the link below in the description. But let's talk about the rhythm, because that's really what this song is all about. So we're going to do one strum pattern. This is kind of the beginner version of this song as Pearl Jam does it. So we're going to focus on this strum pattern. Bass, down, up, down, up. Bass, down, up, down, up. So the first part of this is the bass. And when I say bass, I mean the root note or the bass note of each chord, which is different depending on the chord you're playing. So when we're playing this G chord, it's the 6th string is the bass or root note. When you do the E minor, it's also the 6th string. When you get to that C, it's the 5th string root. And when you get to the D, it's a 4th string root. So the first part of this strum pattern is a bass and then a down up and then up down up. So the chord progression for this song is the same all the way through it. Another reason it's great for beginners. We're going to do G to the E minor, C, and D. That just repeats over and over and over. Let's break down that strum pattern into the first half. Get used to doing the bass down up on each chord. So for this G, start with that 6th string, bass down up. E minor is the same thing, 6th string, bass down up. C is the 5th string. It's the first change you got to make. And the D is the 4th string. So I'd start there for the first half of that strum pattern. Then at the end of the strum pattern, we're just going to add an up, down, up. We're going to add in an up, down, up. Yeah, there we go. Bass, down, up, down, up. Counting it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. G, E minor, C, D, over and over again. So not only is it just 4 chords in the same order the whole time, it's one strum pattern the whole time, and one strum pattern per chord. So not a ton to have to remember. As always, I say slow it way down if you need to. It's already a pretty good slower paced song. If you're a little further along, I'm going to show you a couple things you can do to kind of spice it up a little bit. It's going to take place on this C and the D chord. So G is going to stay the same. E minor will stay the same. We're just going to do an easy little, I won't say trick, but you got the C chord here. We're going to strum down twice. On the up strum, lift up your middle finger, and then back down for a down strum. So you have G, E minor, C, and then this D, We can do a very similar thing here. You've got the D shape, a couple of down strums, an up strum with lifting up that middle finger again. That makes a D sus2 chord. It just adds a little bit. When I listen to the song, I hear him doing a little bit like that. Something like that.
Make a difference?
Yeah, it's a tiny little tweak you can make. If you're a little further along, you want to tackle that, feel free. So grab your guitar, make sure you're in tune, play along with me. I'll slow it down a little bit and kind of just see how this flows through this chord progression. So we're going to start on this G, E minor, C, D. I would sing it for you, but when I do that, YouTube claims it. Just over and over. G, the Lord, C, D from me. One thing that happens at the end of each verse or at the end of the chorus on this G, he just stops playing that pattern on the G for a little bit and does a down, down, up, down, up with muted strings. So that G at the end gets two strum patterns. The first one, you're letting the strings ring out. The rest of that, you're basically just lifting up your, don't play the chord. Just rest your fingers on your strings to get this muted sound, kind of a scratch sound. For some more acoustic rock lessons, check out this playlist next. And remember that you're never too old to learn.
Take care.